How do soldiers not get scared by the risk of losing their lives? I remember the first time I got shot at hole serving in Iraq, circa 24. I was absolutely scared, but the sense of knowing what had to be done to protect my friends quickly overcame my own personal life safety concerns. Training helps a lot, because I knew what I had to do and trusted my peers would do the same. Subsequent attacks were a lot easier to deal with because I knew I could handle it, and so could my platoon. However, I couldn't imagine doing all that alone. You do. There's a moment I like to call the recruiter FC Kedmi moment. It's when you're in a life or death situation, and it occurs to you that this is not what you signed up for. Then, you have a moment of clarity and a flashback of all those sweet nothings the recruiter whispered in your ear. Of course you are scared. Bravery is carrying out the mission despite the fear. And you do your job to support the people around you and to survive. Not for the cause, the flag you fly, or any of the propaganda BS of why you're fighting. You do it for the person next to you that is relying on you to function for mutual survival. For me, the day-to-day sucked so bad you wouldn't mind being killed to get out of it. The closer to the end of deployment, the more you minded being killed, of course. We do. We use dark, twisted humor that would trigger every political wing or alignment, be you left or right, to get us through it. Couple that with some of the most childish humor right down to base-level fart jokes, Red Bulls, brothership, and hard-packed ice cream. And that's pretty much everything that's holding the military together right about now. Oh, and cigarettes. Not sure where you get your information. They are very much scared but often don't have a choice. Husband is a 14-year vet. He said, anyone who says combat didn't scare the ever-living shit out of them is lying. I served in 2 different branches. I started in the Army, got out after my contract, then went Air Force. I noticed a huge difference in the type of people who join the Army vs those who join the Air Force. When you ask an airman why they joined, they usually say something like free school, steady paycheck, I knocked my girl up, and need to support my new family. Ask a soldier and you usually get I joined to blow shit up. It's just a different type of human being. My opinion is that soldiers are just too stupid to feel scared. They do. This is one of the things that leads to PTSD. I remember my next-door neighbor who was deployed to Afghanistan twice. Someone at the pub said to him, "So do you really love the country so much you are willing to die for it?" And his response was, "Fuck no, I wouldn't die for it, but am willing to kill for it." Cold. Courage is being scared but doing it anyway. I think the only element that can help in that situation is not having the time to think about it, but just concerned with killing the enemy and getting out of there. Watch Band of Brothers. Yeah, it's a show, but each episode opens with soldiers talking about what it was really like and how scared they were, among other things. I keep writing and rewriting my comment, but honestly I don't know how to put it into words. I was terrified at times. Afghanistan was no fing joke and all our work was undone in 2 weeks after years of occupation. But I survived and I experience fear less and anxiety more, so I don't know if that helps lol. It's not lack of fear, it's being able to overcome the fear and do what you need to do. I was never in the military but have a few friends that are combat vets. None of them wanted to go into combat. The courage is overcoming the fear and getting the job done. While not everyone does this, but there are many people who enlist in the armed forces because they actually do believe in the greatness of their nation and want to be part of the force that protects it. Of course there are the others who are ordered by a judge, just need an office job, or got bills to pay and can't get hired outside, but there are many who willingly go to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Those service members know that for reasons beyond their control, they may be placed in dangerous situations. The training they are provided, and the trust of their fellow soldiers to also get the job done does help to get through those scenarios where risk of death is real. I think most people would die and kill to defend their family. People see their community or nation as like a really big extended family of sorts. I was scared all the time just sleeping in my bunk container in Iraq. It was those times they kept lobbing explosive rockets inside our bases. If you are not scared and act like you're a badass, stay the fuck away from me. First, combat is terrifying. The courage comes from the need to support those around you. The ability to act in the face of fear comes from the training.